It's an everyday kind of just simple, I would like to say easy, easy makeup look that I've just wanted to show you guys. And all the products that I've used are from the drugstore, and I thought it would be a really good idea to show you all the different types of amazing drugstore makeup that we have, that you can create a great look, everyday look with. And honestly guys, I've really loved the products that are coming out new, especially this L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt. I love this so much. It's so light. It's a cream contour with the highlight and the actual contour, but it's so light when you put it on that you can't even actually tell that it's not heavy on at all. So I've really enjoyed using this. But yeah, and there's so many amazing mascaras and lipsticks and everything in the drugstore, and so I thought this video would be a really good idea to show you guys all the products at the moment and the ones that are currently still there. And you know, so it'll really give you a good idea of all the different types of makeup that you can use and create looks with from the drugstore. So it's kind of like a get ready with me drugstore product video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, I will hope to see you guys in the next video. If you want to see how I kind of created this look or got this look, then please keep watching. Bye guys. I'm going to get started, and first of all I've started off by applying my moisturiser, which I've done so already. I'm using the Liz Earle at the moment. It is a great moisturiser. This is really throwing me because I thought I wouldn't enjoy it, but I am. It's for dry sensitive skin, and it's the Liz Earle Skin Repair Moisturiser, naturally active ingredients. And honestly, I feel like my skin is left really moisturised. It's not irritating my skin at all. My skin can really breathe throughout the day. It's really lightweight as well, it doesn't feel heavy on my skin. So I'm really enjoying this moisturiser at the moment. I'll give you an updated review on how I get on with this, but it's really good to put a moisturiser on, especially if you have dry skin, before you put your makeup on. It's a great base, and it really helps your makeup to stay on longer and for no dry patches to kind of appear, and this is a really good one for it. The other thing I always try to use on top of my moisturiser is a primer, and I have a choice of two from the drugstore. I have the L'Oreal Lumi Magnique Base Pure Light Primer, and it's this one here, and I do love it, but this is more of a luminous kind of a finish. And I also have the new Baby Skin Instant Pore Razor, which is the one I'm going to use, which is the one I've got on today, and I've already put on as my base. It really helps my makeup to stay in place. It doesn't leave that luminous feel, which I don't want today, but if you want a luminous finish that will go with your foundation, then this is a really good one. It's also lightweight, but it has that luminous, I will show you, it has this luminous kind of silky kind of, when you rub it in, it really kind of gives you that kind of luminous kind of glowy kind of finish. And the Baby Skin Primer is kind of an invincible kind of primer, and is very light again, and it kind of just is completely invisible, so it just literally smooths everything out. This primer does, and that's what I want today. I don't want that luminous glow, I just want everything to kind of be smoothed out, and it will allow my makeup to stay in place, sit in place, and it's giving me that extra moisturization that I want, because I have really dry skin. So this allows me to have that extra moisture in my skin for my makeup not to kind of dry up, and it really allows it to last that little bit longer with this. And it's the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, and this is probably my favourite in the drugstore. I don't know if they've got a new one out at the moment in this from this Maybelline range, but I really love this one. I would highly recommend it. It really reminds me of the Laura Mercier primer, which I absolutely love, but because this is a drugstore video, I thought I'd recommend one that you can get for a fraction of the price. It is a really good primer to have, especially if you're trying to hide and smooth out anything, you're trying to hide some pores and you just really want a nice matte kind of finish. This is a really good one, and it's very lightweight. So those are the primers that I use, and the one I'm using today is the Baby Skin one from Maybelline. Yeah, so I've got that on, and the foundation I'm going to be using today, I had a couple to choose from. The foundation I love using if I really want that really great matte finish is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte. I absolutely love this foundation. It's mattifying, and I've got mine in the colour 30 Honey. I'm not going to be using this one today, but I thought I'd give you two options as to the great kind of foundations to use from the drugstore, and it's this one which I would highly recommend. I would use a moisturiser on top of this because it can be quite drying, but it really gives you that great matte finish. And I think people have compared this to you know, the Giorgio Armani foundation, and the first one probably is more of a dupe for this one than the second one. The second one is more glowy, and so I would highly recommend this. It's a great foundation, especially if you're looking for something matte. This one, however, is the Healthy Mix Serum from Bourjois. I got the tester, and mine's in the colour 55, and I'm going to be applying this right now. I've chosen this one because I just want a kind of natural subtle finish today to my skin, and it really just leaves that natural finish without kind of being too heavy on the skin. So I'm going to be applying that on the, and I've just put it onto my hand, and I'm just going to put it on because I don't want too much coverage today, and I'm just going to kind of apply in the areas that I want today. It's not going to be a lot. I just thought this would be a good idea for you guys to get an idea of just an easy kind of drugstore look. It's not going to be anything too heavy, and there are great products out there. This one recently has to be one of my favourite foundations to be using. It just really leaves that really nice healthy kind of finish to the skin, and is really lightweight in its texture. So I really enjoy using this. So I just want to apply it to my main areas of my face today. I don't really want a full coverage today. I just want a light coverage to kind of even out my skin tone today. So I'm just going to concentrate on these main areas here, and then I'm going to use a powder to set the foundation in place. Again, I'm going to use a really lightweight drugstore powder. I struggle with drugstore powders sometimes, finding the right type of powder for me. I literally used the tiniest amount of foundation today. I haven't used much at all. I just wanted a tiny bit of coverage just to balance out my skin tone. So that's that done, and I'm going to use I was looking to repurchase my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and it's like just a nice translucent powder, very light on the skin. But I couldn't find it, so I'm going to use my H&M one, which I would highly recommend as well if you're looking for a powder. I've got mine in True Matte Finish, True Matte, and it's in warm beige, and I really love this powder because it doesn't cake up, and it just allows me to set my foundation without kind of caking up, and it's very nice and lightweight. If you're looking, it does have a tiny colour to it. It's not as translucent as say some other powders, but again it does feel really lightweight, and I haven't had any problems with it kind of caking up on my skin. I'm just going to set that foundation where I've applied it. That's the only areas that I'm going to apply the powder, because I am going to go in with some concealer. Okay, the concealers I have from the drugstore are two. So I have the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which I really love. I have no problems with it. It doesn't cake up or anything, so I get along really well with it. But recently my skin has changed a lot, and my skin's been drier than normal, and I find it is caking up a lot. So I've been using this as to kind of just highlight under my eyes, and using them in combination, using both in combination together. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit of concealer just under my eyes, just for that extra bit of coverage, and then I'm going to highlight with the other one, which I think is really great. And the other one that I'm going to be using is the Maybelline, what is it called? It's all rubbed off because I've been using it so much. Is the Dream Lumi Touch highlighter concealer, and I've got mine in the colour number 3 Sand Sable, and it's again a really nice way to kind of highlight that eye area. So I'm just going to blend that in just under my eyes. That's the only place I want it to go. And I'm using my ring finger just to dab it in. Using your ring finger really allows you to have a light hand on blending it in. It's it's the one finger that probably applies the least amount of pressure to your skin. So it's a really good way to apply foundation and even concealer. Sometimes I don't like to use even the beauty blender or a foundation brush because I just think that this leaves a really great finish to the skin. So I'm just going to apply it in those areas where I want it. And then I'm going to add a tiny amount of this one. And you just twist it up like this. Again, just want it. And I really like this. I feel like it's a great colour for me as well. But it's just going to allow me to kind of highlight. I feel like I need a lot of concealer and a lot of highlight under my eyes, only because lately I've been so tired and it's really starting to show. So I found this combination really great for me at the moment. Just using the two concealers together has, I don't know, I just feel like it looks really great on top of that foundation. I would highly recommend that foundation. I'm really loving it at the moment. It's so lightweight and it feels great on my skin. I haven't had any problems with it irritating my skin at all. I would highly recommend. So that's all blended in, and again I'm just going to go in with my powder just to set my under eyes. Okay, I'm just going to go in and powder just under my eyes. I hope you guys like these types of videos, because I know like these get ready with me kind of videos are really popular and people really love as you're talking through rather than a voiceover. So it gives you a great kind of idea of the products and what they're like, and just an overview of how they kind of work, because some products you can use them and sometimes they're used in the wrong way. So and this gives you an idea of how I kind of like to use my products. I love this powder. It really gives me that subtle kind of finish to my skin on top of my makeup. I would highly recommend this. The next thing I'm going to move on to is brows. So I've recently picked up this, wherever it is, and it's from L'Oreal. It's this Brow Artist Plumper, and I really like it. I tested it out a couple of times and I actually really like it. I normally go in with quite a heavy dark brow, and it takes me forever, and I'm going in, it takes me forever, but sometimes I just want to be out the door really quick, and this I think allows me to do it. I'll just read the back to you because it describes it really well. It says it's a brow gel mascara with fibres for fuller looking brows. So that is great. It's just like a tinted mascara, and it really I really feel like it's making my brows look fuller. So I'm just going to apply that really quick to my brows, and it's kind of like a really dark brown. And you have to really have a light hand with this again, because it can get quite messy, and I like it because it's a brow gel. It allows me to set my brows so they don't move. I'm going to test it out a little bit more, because I haven't found that it's sticky on my eyebrows, or that my eyebrows look quite, you know, sticky, or what's the word? I don't find that I'm getting that. But if this really lasts and doesn't dry up, because sometimes obviously mascaras dry up, so this could possibly dry up, then it could be a favourite of mine. I'm hoping. I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a tiny amount of should I do blush or should I do eyes first? I will do the eyes first. La Palette Nude and Rose, so it's more of a pinky kind of toned colours, and I'm just going to go in and just use 3 colours from this palette. Yeah, and it looks like this. It's really nice actually. I really like it because I normally tend to go towards more brown, neutrally brown type of tones, but I picked this up in the rose because I thought it's something different. So I'm going to be using these 3 colours here, and I'm just going to use this one to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to be using 2 brushes, and I have the MAC 249 to pack it on, and then I'm going to use this blending brush from, I think it's from Lancome, yeah, and it's in number 17, just to kind of blend those colours out. But first I'm just going to highlight my browy, whatever you call it, brow bone, do they call it a bone? Is there a bone there? I don't know. I'm just going to highlight that area there, and I feel like it really just allows you to kind of make that area stand out a little bit more. I wish it was just a bit more matte, that one there on the end, because I don't really like to have a too much of a highlight on the brow bone area, but I think it works. So this is my first time trying this palette. Keep to the crease and just, I don't want to go too high, it's just for an everyday kind of subtle shade. And just want to even it out on this side. Okay, and then I'm just going to blend that all out in a minute with my blending brush. I will leave some pictures at the end of the eye look just to show you how beautiful it's kind of turned out. I've blended all of that eyeshadow out, and now I'm just going to go in with some blush, and then I'll do my mascara. I'm going to finish with some mascara. I have this blush, and I've not tried any of these blushes from L'Oreal, and I'm really interested to try them because I think a lot of people have raved about this, and it's really cool because it comes with like a little brush. I was going to use my bronzer. I will use my bronzer before I use this, but so it comes with this little brush. I think that's really cool. It's nice to contour, but I don't really contour my blush. So yeah, it's this colour here. It's just like this really corally, it's kind of like my top actually, corally pinky kind of colour. What colour do they call this? I think I've taken the, I think someone's taken it off. Anyway, it's like a corally pink, and I think it describes it as a kind of a corally pink colour, and it's from the L'Oreal Le Blush collection, and I really love their blushes. They're very pigmented. Whoa, that's so pigmented. Anyway, so I'm going to apply that just to the apples of my cheek, and because it's so pigmented, I'm going to try and not I'm going to try and take some of that off because I don't want a huge. Okay guys, so I have applied the mascara, and the mascara I was using was the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, and I absolutely love this mascara. It's amazing, and I was skeptical, how do you say it? Right, I was a bit kind of like heard the reviews about it and everyone was loving it, and I was kind of like no, I don't know, but honestly it's amazing. Like, it's the one is kind of like on a bend, but it's like when you apply it, it's like it gives you this heap of lashes straight away, instantly on your lashes, and it's like on a bend, and then it has these little bristles which I think they look like little needles, and it's like it's really allowing me to separate my lashes instantly without having to keep coating them to get. I'm so to do my lips now, and I'm just going to take off this kind of sheer colour that I had on. It's kind of like a it's the sheer Such a Babe colour from the L'Oreal Sexy Balms. I think people have reviewed these also. I picked up a couple. I picked up one in sheer and one in bold. I'm not loving them, only because I think the sheers are fine if you just want that subtle shade and you're good to go, that's fine. You don't mind reapplying it, it's quite glossy, and you can reapply it during the day. I would say you have to reapply it because these kind of rub off after a certain amount of time, like an hour or two. Same with the bold. I feel like during the week when I was applying them, they were getting quite patchy, and I had to reapply a lot quicker than I usually would. It's the same with these. So I picked up these Sexy Balms from where are they from? L'Oreal? Are they from L'Oreal? Yeah. No, these are from why can't I think of the name? These are from, where did I get them from? Which collection? Why doesn't it say it on here? Oh, these are from L'Oreal. Sorry, what is wrong with me today? Okay, so these Sexy Balms are from L'Oreal, and I also picked up these matte ones. So these are kind of sheer and bold, glossy type of lipsticks, and I picked them up from L'Oreal. They're okay, but again, they don't last as long as I would like to before I have to reapply them. An hour and two, and they get quite patchy and you have to reapply. It's the same with these. These are very matte, quite drying, and I thought I was going to love them. Again, after an hour or two, they got quite patchy and dry on my lips and were starting to kind of peel off. I thought they would have a lot more lasting moisturising power, but they don't. This one I got in 007 Say My Name, and it's in like a really dark bold red, and then this is in more of, I love the colour. That's the thing, I love the colour selection of these, but they had no lasting power and they were starting to dry on my lips and come off after even an hour, which I thought was really annoying because I like to have a lipstick that lasts. So the lipstick that I am going to use is this one from H&M. So if you're looking for a matte lipstick, the H&M ones are amazing. These are semi-matte, so I wouldn't say they're completely matte, but I love that they're semi-matte because it lasts on my lips all day. I do not have to reapply again, and the colour selection is amazing. And this one is in Red Alert 209, and it's a matte lipstick. I'm not going to use a lip liner, and it's from H&M, and I love their lipsticks. I would highly recommend them just because of the lasting power that they actually have. And this is quite a, I should have gone for my pink actually. I'm just going to rub that off, and I'm going to go in with the Sugar, it's called Sugar Rush in 210, and it's from the H&M collection. So I'm going to go in the pink because I think it will really complement that pop of pink blush, pinky corally blush that I have on. But I would highly recommend the H&M lipsticks, and I think they're about $5.99 each. So I think they're amazing. So I'm just going to apply it. I'm not going to use a lip liner or anything. I think that suits the blush a lot more. There you go. It would be more matte, but I think because I had that sheer gloss underneath, and it's not kind of come off completely, but this does actually during the day look a lot more matte than you think. And if you're looking for something like that, I would highly recommend the lipsticks from H&M. They're amazing. I love them. So guys, this is the finished look. I'm not going to use any contour. I was going to kind of contour around here and things like that, but I'm not today. I'm going to leave it quite subtle because when we're just going out for the day, and I didn't want too much of a heavy look. So this is kind of all the products I've used from here are from the drugstore that I am absolutely loving. The ones I probably would highly recommend to you is this mascara, this blush. I didn't realise how pigmented it was. It really reminds me of the one from Bobbi Brown. I would highly recommend these two. And is there anything else? This foundation, honestly, I love it so much. It's the Healthy Mix Serum from Bourjois. I would definitely, these three, definitely highly recommend. The lipstick from H&M, and oh my god, there's so many that I want to recommend to you guys because I'm absolutely loving these. And definitely the powder from, it doesn't cake at all, and it's a matte powder. It doesn't dry out my skin or anything. I would highly recommend these. They're so great. I would definitely recommend these guys. The drugstore has so much to offer at the moment. I will leave all the products that I used on my face in the description box below, so you guys can check that out and have a look for yourself. Look online, use testers and things like that to find out what suits you. Please give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see more of these videos, then give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel because it really helps. And I hope I can do more videos for like get ready with me videos like this for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.